review.
No. Later. I told you.
Oh,
later.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm taking the crank with me, though.
Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah, right. Gun Meme Review. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode of Gun Meme Review. I'm your host, Brandon Herrera, and I'm here to administer to you your bi-weekly dosage of those sweet, sweet gun memes. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. We might have a special cameo and/or interruption later, but in the meantime, let's get to those sweet, sweet gun memes. How pro-Second Amendment are you? M38A1 Jeep with M28 Davy Crockett nuclear recoilless rifle, $2,500. Raccoon City. Selling my old US military Jeep with fully operational M28 Davy Crockett tactical nuclear warhead projector. Wife says I need to get rid of it because it terrifies her knowing I am capable of launching a miniature nuclear warhead at a moment's notice. Asking $2,500, but am willing to trade for an AR-15 or Taurus Judge. Call or text anytime. Ask for Robert. Potentially my favorite part of this is knowing that a bunch of people in the UK probably don't know that this is a joke listing. And for the uninitiated, the Davy Crockett was an actual thing that was prototyped by the US military. It was the miniaturized nuclear warhead that was fired off in the back of a Jeep, much like the Fat Man from Fallout. The idea was to fire off the miniaturized nuclear weapon and then drive away out of the blast zone in time, which works in theory. I love so many things about this. One, that it actually existed. Two, that this man is apparently getting rid of it because it terrifies his wife. Three, because he can't actually spell terrifies correctly. Four, he's willing to trade for an AR-15 or a Taurus Judge. And five, you have to ask for Robert. I'm sorry if your name is Robert, but that is hysterical. Man, it's gonna be very hard to explain to our kids what Craigslist was. And if it looks like I've been hit by a miniaturized nuclear warhead myself, that is because I've been out on the range filming content for you guys with administrative results. I know, a guy named Herrera getting sunburned. That's cute. APFSDS. Armor-piercing, fin-stabilized, discarding Sabo. We really just went back to lobbing arrows at each other. No, come on. It's way more complicated than that. Fuck. Behold, 5 pounds of shredded cheese. Desert Eagle for size comparison. I swear Americans will do anything to avoid using the metric system. Now up next we have 2 major life events that happened for our buddy Grand Thumb, but first, it's time to thank our sponsor. Now one of the many reasons that we like guns is the idea of protecting ourselves from being a victim of crime. But do you know what the fastest growing crime affecting millions of people in America is? The answer is identity theft, and there's a new victim every 14 seconds. Some smaller gun part companies have a tendency to have some not so good digital security, so as you can imagine, I have to change my credit cards all the time. That's why I'm excited to partner with Aura. Aura's identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, a VPN, password management, and antivirus software all combined into one easy-to-use app. Now, if you're like me, you probably have one of those services already. But if you don't have all of those tools, it's kind of like locking your front door and leaving your back door open. Phrasing. Imagine trying to log into your email account and realizing that the password had been changed hours ago. Then you start getting notifications of activity from your bank, credit cards, crypto, whatever. It's not a really cool thought, but it happens to people every day. Thankfully, Aura monitors the dark web for your emails, phone numbers, social security, all sorts of stuff, and sends you alerts fast, either through email or directly to your cell phone. I usually think my stuff is pretty secure, but when I signed up for Aura, I found out that my email had actually been leaked a couple of times. I logged in, I got the alert, and I got to see where my email was getting spread all over the dark web. So protect your family and yourself from identity theft at aura.com/Brandon. I'll also leave the link in the description. And if you sign up right now using my link, Aura will actually give you a 2-week free trial so you can see for yourself how many times your personal data has been compromised on the dark web. Anyhow, thank you to Aura for sponsoring. Back to the video. So 2 major things just happened for our buddy Grand Thumb. 1, he reached 2 million subscribers on YouTube. That is a huge accomplishment. You could probably count the amount of gun tubers you know that are over 2 million on one hand. All jokes aside, it's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations to Mike for hitting that milestone. But Mike and his lovely wife Ash have also welcomed his 4th child into the world. That's right, 4th child. Flannel Daddy is a serial father. At this point, I'm convinced any man that could pull Grand Thumb out of his wife will be crowned the next king of fucking England. But be sure to leave a comment saying congratulations to Grand Thumb and his wife, otherwise you'll be cursed with 7 years of bad luck every time you wear a flannel. In other news, Randy Weaver of Ruby Ridge fame has just died at the age of 74. If you don't know who Randy Weaver is or the significance of Ruby Ridge, I suggest you pull open a new tab and Google it. Also, be prepared to get very angry. Randy Weaver died. He can be with his family again, and the government can't hurt him anymore. Pouring one out tonight for Randy Weaver and for anyone else who's had their family killed by the government because they tried to own that. Speaking of, why should the ATF be disbanded? ATF Waco incident. Yeah, the 90s were not a good time for the ATF. Not like there was ever a great time for the ATF. Speaking of which, the ATF is up to some new antics, which I might be doing a video about soon. It's regarding a new tactic where they're going after small FFLs, like, well, me. So if you'd like to see that video, let me know down in the comments. On to a lighter note. The Kingsland, Arkansas water tower was shot, and I want to congratulate the sniper on perfect shot placement. Yes, the Johnny Cash mural on the side of the water tower was vandalized with a rifle, because America. Vandalized to look like he is pissing on the town. I don't condone this, vandalism is bad, and this is an unsafe use of firearms. But come on. Things can be funny and wrong. Most of the things I find funny are wrong. The Founding Fathers had muskets. You should own a weapon of war. What they used the muskets for. Yeah, a lot of people forget that one. Musket was the weapon of war of the time. That's one of my favorite arguments. You shouldn't be able to own military-grade weapons. Alright, first off, a lot of my guns are way better than military-grade. Second off, when they're writing the Constitution to a country that was just born out of violent revolution against their government, they didn't write the Second Amendment thinking about deer. In the altered and paraphrased words of Thomas Jefferson, that tree of liberty be a thirsty bitch. But it's not the weapons of war that they're going after at the moment. The weird thing now, because of a very unfortunate incident that we won't name because I think that giving publicity to pieces of shit like that is part of the problem, a lot of the conversation shifted to banning body armor. Because if gun violence is the problem, then obviously we need to prevent people from owning the thing that can stop guns from killing you. Wait. New York banning body armor. New York making body armor free zones. No body armor signs being made. Putting the no body armor sign under the no gun sign. It's almost like this shit doesn't work. Now, as somebody who's made guns from borderline scratch, I always thought the argument that, people couldn't make their own guns if the government banned them was ridiculous. But making that argument for body armor is way worse. How the fuck do you ban body armor? You understand that you could just duct tape a phone book to your body, right? And that'll stop most handgun calibers. For those of you in the Gen Z part of the audience, a phone book is a thick yellow booklet that they used to hand out that would have a list, registry, so to speak, of everyone's phone number. This is back when getting a phone call was perceived as exciting and not terrifying for introverts. But seriously, is nobody going to tell them Demo Ranch has like 10 videos on improvised body armor by now? I mean, shit, are you going to ban rectangular pieces of steel? I mean, steel armor might be inferior to ceramic and whatnot, but I mean, this stuff is literally just plate of steel with some anti-spall coating on it. I mean, what the hell are these politicians thinking? Right, politicians thinking. Yeah, that's a good one. The guy she told you not to worry about. You also smoke meth. This is a photo of me comparing what a Yugo M70 should look like versus what the AK, our last video, was about, looks like. If you haven't seen it, there was a video I did on the most cursed AK build I had ever seen, and by this photo, you get a pretty good idea. There are two wolves inside you. One of them smokes meth. The other one also smokes meth. You're addicted to meth. Here lies some dude who kept saying just as good about guns. Ah, the mating call of the pores. Just as good! Look, I'm not going to tell you gotta own a $5,000 rifle. A budget rifle, after all, is better than no rifle. But when you try to justify your $700 budget build as just as good as the $5,000 rifle, it makes me want to do things to you that I can't say because they're against YouTube guidelines. How some people are able to just consciously guzzle cope like this, I will never understand. I feel like we had something else to cover. Oh yeah, that's right. So we have a special guest for this episode. So now you can come back. Okay, perfect.
I'll put the cream back.
Thank you for that. This is the talking balaclava himself, administrative results.
Hi. I feel like I'm like your little brother watching you play Halo for the first time. Brandon, what's that gun?
That is a Type 1 AK-47.
Brandon, what's that gun?
That is an AK-12.
Is that like a Russian gun?
Yeah, that is a Russian gun.
How come it has optics?
Because it's not a LARP correct Russian gun. angry Russians in the comments right now. We're not going to be able to use any of this.
No, it's...
Well, as long as we don't get canceled after the video coming up next week. Then
Ooh, yeah.
we'll be okay.
They will not see that one coming.
So if you'd like to see the video that we're doing the early part of next week, I suggest you hit the notification bell so you can be notified of its upload before it is removed from YouTube. It'll be... It's one of those sides.
God damn it.
So we've got some memes,
Yeah.
and I think it's time to review them.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm kind of scared, but ready.
Get someone who holds you like administrative results holds his rifle.
I love that rifle.
I know you do. You told me about that one the other day. That's your blood diamond gun?
That's the rifle I base my entire personality around.
Racism.
Well. Hey, Jennifer Connelly, if you see this somehow, just know that I'm your biggest simp.
I support gun control, but... Actually, now that I say this, I don't get this meme. I support gun control, but... I feel like it's like, I support the Second Amendment, but... Yeah, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the people that go off and like, oh, well, I support the Second Amendment. I'm a gun owner myself.
Yeah,
but...
maybe that first one wouldn't make much sense. It's like,
Yeah.
it gives you room to play with. To be fair, I'm not always sober when I make memes.
Did you make that meme?
I think that's what I made.
Oh.
I'll take the hit on that. I deserve
Take the
that.
L.
Just recreate it. I'll take it.
I'm never sober when I make memes. I'm never sober when I make meme reviews either, so...
I need you to slap me.
Oh my. Patrick. I never thought you felt the same way.
AK guys when you call it AK instead of AK-74-47 MNOP Buzzsaw Love Squad. And it's just me schizoing out.
So you see, behind us we have AK-47, 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 AK-47.
What kind of AK-47 is this?
The Jewish kind.
Oh.
God damn it, I had a stool here the whole time. You're looking short as shit.
Like a manlet.
God damn it. The HOA when they see your uncut grass.
Greetings!
Greetings! That is my one hope, is that I can make that meme actually happen.
You have the platform to do it. I'm looking at your YouTube
sorry.
dashboard and you are poised.
Fuck. Oh yeah, sorry. I wasn't accidentally flexing, by the way.
The Brandon's over here like, look at my dashboard. Peasant!
People have no idea. Gun tubers actually do this. Like when we hang out, it's like, oh, let me see your dashboard.
Yeah.
Let me see your dashboard.
Brandon showed me his and I was like, ah, yes, my lord, my liege, at your leisure.
So, reviewing the meme again, are you in an HOA?
I think I do live in an HOA neighborhood.
Really? Oh dear God. I might
I think you do too, bro. I saw your house.
You're in my house?
Yeah, I was in and around it.
Yeah, I probably do, but...
Brandon's house, I was in you!
Ah, yes, you're referring to my house at 54-112,
Based
Street.
Can you smell that when it's with the balaclava? Because I can.
No, I can't. I cannot right now, at least. Here, 1 second. Yeah, no, I can smell it now.
Ooh,
fuck. So the next one, we have the Virgin Administrative Results versus the Chad Paul Harrell.
I love this one.
So read that one out.
Virgin Administrative Results hasn't killed anyone. Mooches off other people's content.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a goddamn
Hold the fuck up.
Is not original. Only shoots on flat ranges. Hides his weak jawline under a mask. It kind of hits close to home. Conceals his identity. Is cringe. Very cringe. Plays dress up. I do. Thinks guns are memes.
Okay, now that one's hitting close to home as well.
How do you know me so well?
The Chad Paul Harrell tells stories of his real gunfights proudly. Has killed a man. Dressed like a cool dad. Cooks holiday meals in the woods. Shows off his sharp jawline. Is based. Makes original and educational content. Understands the value and responsibility of firearms.
Paul, will you be my dad?
That actually brings up an interesting point. I was curious where you fall in the genealogy of Travis Haley.
Ooh, good question.
Because, okay, obviously Travis is Grandpa's dad.
Right.
That is without a doubt.
Right.
I've been called many times the cool uncle of that crowd, but I guess not directly related.
Right.
Where are we related in that?
Right. So I was a beta prototype for a Travis Haley clone project. I was like clone number 000.
Got it.
Things went horribly wrong during the cloning process, which marred up my face, thus making me unusable for the Travis Haley clone project.
And I have a feeling that while you were being synthesized, somebody left 4chan open on accident.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, so someone accidentally downloaded the 4chan, entirety of the internet of the 4chan onto the hacker known as 4chan, onto my database.
Right.
Yeah.
That explains quite a lot.
So let's break it down for you, okay? Let's talk about speed reload. Okay. Now, I'm here with Brandon Herrera today. We're going over Travis Haley reload styles techniques. Now, Brandon, why do we gunfight? Okay? Well, I'm going to break it down for you. First and foremost, we gunfight to win. Okay?
It is so good that it actually is fucking disturbing. I feel like I'm talking to Travis right now.
You are talking to a variant of Travis Haley.
It's actually true.
When I activate it, and when I turn it on, it's like activating the dynamic, non-permissive environmental clone project that was shut down due to FDA concerns.
FDA concerns. Were they going to eat them? Well, so now that we know your real genealogy, Paul Harrell obviously couldn't be your real dad.
I wish. Yeah, he's pretty cool though.
Yeah, Paul, if you're watching this video, please come hang out with us.
Please,
we're not that cringe in person. I feel like we'd actually get along.
Right.
Okay, you gotta sell it.
Right.
Yeah, Paul Harrell doesn't actually come to any of the events that we go to. Otherwise, we would love to hang out with Paul. Because we're not snuffing Paul. We actually, I'm a big fan of Paul.
Oh my gosh, Paul's a giga chat. He's exactly what that meme says he is.
Yes, he is the original YouTube daddy who does not give a fuck, which is, that's the definition of giga chat.
It's the ultimate giga chat. He's
Yeah.
the final giga chat when you fight after beating all the other giga chats.
So Paul, if you would like to assassinate some cheap 2-liter soda bottles, by all means, we're down. We're down to clown.
Hickok 45 here.
Gonna smoke some pots.
There's another.
Oh, no. Shut! Garantham being banned. Administrative results.
My time has come.
Which, speaking of which, Garantham actually just got banned again on Instagram.
Unironically got banned again. Sorry, Mike. I'm hoping he'll get it back yet again.
He's gotten it back quite a few times. He's pretty good at that. Yeah, because dude, out of anybody who posts just the most normal content that is not ban worthy, it's Mike. His stuff is pretty acceptable, I think, to the community.
Now on the comment section.
Okay, well the comment section is something different.
Yeah.
Speaking of the comment section, behave or don't. I'm not your dad.
Get in there.
Go for it. Raw dog it.
Oh my god. POV, you aren't subscribed to Brandon Herrera.
He's gonna kill you. Anyway, guys, that is more than enough for this episode of Gun Me Review. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and I hope you enjoyed Mr. Administrative Results. Administrative Results appears to have overdosed on cringe, but I have not, so that is why I'm going to sign you guys out. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video, or whenever he wakes up.
Did we do it, Brandon? Did we save the internet?
No.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top. Balaclavas, you can stop,
Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. Gun Meme Review. Why do I put an inflection on it? I never do that. I was thinking Garantham, was the one who came
Oh no, you
before.
dropped that.
Oh no. Oh dear. Do you have night vision too?
Military grade night vision.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes. We're gonna make bunk beds.
Stay tuned.
They're not gonna.
They will not see that coming.
They will not see it coming. I'm the reporter bend over right now with the AK gun tuber Brandon Herrera. Some are saying that you are in fact not goated in the sauce. How would you reply?
Well, I think you would have to ask the sauce because I am